Hello, everybody. We are live. As you guys know, Dr. Mike and I, for nearly 5 years, have been doing a quick hit Tuesday, 2:40, 10-minute live stream. Then we started doing question and answer sessions live on Wednesdays at 6:15. And then last month, we did our first StreamYard interview with Mike Standlaw. So today, we're continuing that theme and are going to continue it once a month from now on with our next interviewee, and that would be our long-term yoga instructor and A1 Super Plus patient, Magdalena. How are you?
Hi, good. How are you guys?
Hey, Magdalena.
Hi, Dr. Mike.
Do you have anything to add there, Mike?
I think you said it all.
All right. So Magdalena has been teaching yoga at our office and other classes for I don't know, many years. And tonight's session, 5 years, and tonight's session is going to be a little bit experiential, which is kind of cool. We'll see how that goes. But we have a few questions first. Mags, a lot of people that are watching and that'll watch this recording knows you because you teach classes all over the place. You know, you're a staple in the Bayonne community. But tell us a little bit about yourself and our audience.
All right. Hi. So my name is Magdalena, and I have very difficult last name to pronounce, and even more difficult name for my company to make it not so easy for you to remember me and to recognize. So I'm from Poland originally. I came here 17 years ago to Bayonne, and I really love our town. If it's like locally streamed, so you guys will know that I love Bayonne, and you can see me walking, especially downtown, because this place, the US, just took me as an immigrant. I'm getting a little emotional and made me your own. So I really feel welcome here. I made many wonderful friends, and every day I feel like there's even more and more support in this community. So one of the reasons, like jumping forward, that what I'm doing in Bayonne is to pay it back for all this welcome and the love and the support I've been receiving. So I've been doing yoga for about 13 years. It all starts probably with everybody with some pain or ache or just not feeling okay with your body. So my practice was like that. And then I met Dr. Noah. My good friend Dawn took me to Dr. Noah. I got my first adjustment that I couldn't move after that. I thought I was dying after that first adjustment. But no, the second day I felt much better. And thanks to that, I felt like, oh, wow, my body can actually feel better just with these magic hands. And then I started getting more interested in that area. And I met Julia Abramova at Dr. Noah's and Dr. Mike's, one of the meetings. They always opened up for the community. And we had an Ayurveda meeting, I think. That was the one I met Julia. And then the sound healing, which Julia for many years would come with her all the balls and treat us to this beautiful experience. And my first sound healing, it was magical. I love that. And I felt like, I want to do more. I want to be in that sound healing more. And then following Julia, I went to her first retreat. Then I went to another retreat. Then I went to her training, 200 hours yoga teacher training. And while I was in the training, it's like the community really takes care of you. While I was still in the training, Dr. Noah said, whenever you finish, there will be a place for you. And this is the place I've been since. So for 5 years, since I graduated my yoga teacher training, I've been in the office every week with a little break sometimes. And of course, the pandemic kind of made us all take a little break, but I've been there for 5 years. Every Thursday at 6:30, I am there with my students, and the students, some of them been my students for many years, and then they keep coming. And I did my training with sound healing too. So I'm a level 2 practitioner right now. So I can play, I got my new set of balls, so I can play the concerts that I fell in love in Julia's concert. So I'm so excited that just by experiencing something, then you find what you like. And I really believe right now that I'm on the right path. And all thanks to this little town of Bayonne and the girl from Poland who came and found her community. So that's like a short story what happened to me. I can talk all night. If you have any questions? No, but actually, what I'm doing, like the yoga Julia was teaching us, it's a really cool way of approaching yoga, and it's based on Ayurveda, the sister knowledge of yoga. So we base our classes on the season, on the way the person has the doshas, what elements. So that was always something that fascinated me. And a few months ago, I discovered energy medicine yoga, which marries also Ayurveda and Chinese medicine. So I started going deeper into that in my personal practice, and then I signed up for the course, and I'm in the course. It's called Energy Medicine Yoga. I even brought the book to show you that there is a real thing, and this is what I base my classes on. So we do later we're gonna experience a little bit of energy medicine yoga, and thanks to that, I became friends with Teresa from Wellness Group of Bayonne, our acupuncturist, she's amazing. And I started getting my acupuncture treatments too, to feel those channels, the channels that I'm learning about in the book and experiencing in my yoga practice. I go to Teresa, and most of the time we talk, because she puts those needles, and I was like, oh, what was that? And she's like, oh, this is gallbladder. Oh, this is this. So I'm learning, actually reviewing stuff while on the table being treated by Teresa. And thanks to that friendship too, we offered a nice event a couple months ago, a few weeks ago. We had acupuncture and sound healing and a little yoga. So we kind of blended all those things together. So that's also one of the things that I like to do, to connect with other practitioners and trying to find something that will make you feel, I'm sorry about that, but there's my cat eating me, so maybe she will get scared. Find better ways of you to explore your own body, because maybe I should have started from that our bodies have this amazing ability of finding a way to make us feel good. It doesn't have to be the way we think the body should work, but the way that the body is designed to work. And we find the ways through yoga, through breathing, through any treatments, like you get your massage, you get your adjustments, you get the acupuncture, and then you get into that feeling of feeling okay. And the more you do this, the longer you feel okay. Not only, like Dr. Noah said, jacuzzi effect, that sometimes you do something and then you leave a treatment table and then you go back to your old life. But once you connect to that, I would say, healing abilities of your body, this may stay longer with you. So I like to empower my clients, my students, to find that way of going back home to your own body, finding your own healing in your body with the ways you are finding, whatever works for you. Good eating, right? Exercise, acupuncture, adjustments, yoga, and sound healing. All of them are created for us to allow our body to, get better, to listen to our body.
Making it pretty easy for us today, huh, Mike? We don't have to say too much.
Yeah,
That's the sign of a good interview, when we don't say too much.
One of the things that I wanted to say is that, people are often hesitant to try yoga or take a yoga class because they think they're not flexible, or that's going to be too hard, or they're nervous. And one of the things that I could clearly say that I always tell our patients is that, Magdalena's class is a really great class to start with. It's easy, it's gentle, it's effective, and it's virtually for anybody. Anybody that wants to try, or even someone who's more advanced, can get a lot out of your class.
Yeah, thank you. The thing is, like, I've been to different yoga classes, and sometimes you feel good in the class, you feel good right after class, but then you start feeling all these aches and pains, right? So what I try my classes to be accessible to everybody, and I don't want pain. So the first thing I tell my student is, like, you have to listen to your body, know your limitations, because you are in your body. I don't know how you feel in this pose. I can guide you. I can show you some poses and maybe ways of release some kind of tension. but the main teacher is you. You have to connect with your body. You have to listen what your body wants to tell you. Pain is the information. It's a deep information. When you have pain, it means your body is yelling at you and telling you, take care of me, do something to ease that pain, right? That's the way of communicating with us, right? You know, guys, about that. You know about pain.
Yep. So before we get into the experiential part, if somebody wants to get in touch with you, they can of course call the office, and that's an easy way. But you teach all over the place in Bayonne, and you teach special events with other people like Mary Ellen, and you do special classes with Teresa. So how can somebody reach out or kind of follow you even outside of this office? What's the best way?
So I have a lot of information on my website and social media. I prefer Instagram. If you are on Instagram, find me. It's Tequaco. So I even put my t-shirt on for you guys. I don't know if it's the mirror or the right way. That's how you write it. It means painted turtle. That's the name. And I teach at Dance With Me studio. I've been teaching for a few months there, and this is my little home now. It's a really lovely place. And my classes are Monday at 10:30. I have a baby and me yoga club. It's not a yoga class. It's just a kind of hangout for moms that come with the kids. And then in the meantime, I teach them how to breathe, how to move. I ask my parents what they want, what they feel like, where they need to focus on. And it's a fun way of spending a morning and letting the kids socialize. So I have a baby who is now 15 weeks old, and my other is 1 year old, and sometimes the older comes. So it's a really lovely way of babies also to experience other babies. So it's my little baby class. And then I have 6:30 Monday for and my classes, they are longer. They are at least 75 minutes, and big part is yoga based on breathing. It's like almost like a flow, but slow flow with a big part of energy medicine yoga. So connecting with your channels of your body. And then at least 20 minutes is the sound healing. So it's like a mini sound bath in every class. So in every class you get yoga, you get energy going, and you get your sound bath at the end. So that's my Monday, 6:30. Tuesday is 9:30 class, also this way. Then Thursday I am at Wellness Group of Bayonne at 6:30. And Saturday, for people who don't want to leave their houses, I have a Zoom class here in my attic, and that class is at 8 a.m. So you can also reach out to me any way you find, and I can send you a link, and that's that way we can connect. And I teach with other people and have the events. With Mary Ellen, once a month we have sound healing event, one Sunday morning. Next one is coming June 4th at 10 a.m. where we combine the Himalayan singing bowls and crystal singing bowls. And we just had yesterday, we had a moon circle. So once a month we meet with mostly women so far to assess what's happening with the planets, because that's what we also like to connect with. And there's always some sound healing. We work with oracle cards, we meditate, we move a little bit to give the power back to you. Anyway, you need that power. So
Lastly, tell us a little bit about, and this is a little bit more new, where you're doing the singing bowl privates, one-on-one.
Yes, that's also what is available at this moment at the Wellness Group of Bayonne. If we make an appointment, you get an hour of sound healing for yourself. It's like feels like a massage, but it's a vibration. So I put the ball on your body, the ball goes all over, and I play the ball, and you get the vibration, and your body responds to that vibration. So first we set an intention, and you set intention of healing if you wish, and then the ball, I bring the ball, you bring the healing to your body. So it's something interesting to experience, and you have to find out on your own how you feel. So that also is available at the wellness group of Beyond.
All right. Now, Mike, do you have anything to add before we let Magdalena take it away?
Doing great. Awesome.
Okay, so I wanted to teach you guys how to do a wake up in energy medicine yoga. Like I mentioned already, it's based on the Chinese medicine, a little bit like probably if you try Qigong or if you go to acupuncture, you know already that there are channels in our body. So we start with 4 thumbs. I'm going to stand up, but you can sit if you feel like sitting, or you can even lay down. Or the best thing is it's all about intention, and you can just think about doing that. So if you guys want to join me, or you just look, or maybe do it some other day when you look at the recording. So the breathing here will be, we're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. But first, assess where you are. How are your energy levels? How are you feeling? Do you feel like you want to go and vacuum, or you want to just lay down and take a nap? So it's good to know. It's good to check in with your body at any stage of your practice. And we're going to breathe, inhaling through the nose, and then exhaling through the mouth. And we make little beaks with our thumbs and our 2 other fingers. And we find our collarbone, and we drop down here, and we start thumping. This is our K27. It's a kidney meridian. And this is a point where all the energies, all the channels in the body cross. So we want to say hello to the energy. We want all the energies to cross and move forward. So we're still inhaling through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth. And then slowly we move to our thymus gland. Here we are connecting with our immune system. So while we are doing this, also intention is so important. So think about your immune system. You want to be healthy. So think about it with conviction already. Like, I am healthy, I am strong. The allergies are not bothering me, right? Because that's what seems to happen. So here we are counting. Here, inhaling through the nose, and then letting it all go. Shake it out, and then we bend our elbows and we start thumping on the side body. This is the spleen. Our digestion, assimilation happens here. So sometimes when we have a big meal, we want to also massage those points. Or if assimilation also of the thoughts. Sometimes there's this thought, you talk with somebody and you still are thinking, overthinking what you have said or what you shouldn't have said. So this is a good point to let it all go. And then while we are here, maybe we can find a little bit up front in the lower ribs where our neural lymphatic points are. So we want to release the toxin, release really what doesn't serve us anymore. And it's good to shake it off from time to time. And 4th thumb is just under our eyes or the cheeks. It's the stomach meridian. We gently tap there, gentler than the other points. And this is a very grounding point. So maybe you can feel it. Maybe you can feel that channel of energy coming, the thumbs coming from here all the way down to your feet. Can you find that path? Inhaling through the nose. And then letting it all go. And we shake it off and we check in. How are you feeling right now after all this little thumping? Checking in,
Good.
breathing. Okay, and now we're going to move a little bit more. So the same hand as the same leg, we are just thumping, just to, again, to awaken the energy, but we don't want the energy to be homolateral. So we dust off our hands and we said, while I have your attention, let's do it across. So we want our body, we want the energies in our body to cross over. Like our right side of the brain is responsible for the left side of our body. But sometimes our bodies forget, or we kind of like, forget that we have to do stuff diagonally for the sake of our brain, longevity, for the sake of our body. And our DNA is also spiral. So it's a nice way of awakening that energy, the bigger energy. And we shake it off again. And then we place our hands in front of our body, and the movement can be on the body or just in the field, like an inch in front. And let's think about the intention. Do you have an intention for today or for this week or for this life? Like my year's intention from the January 1st is peace. So whenever I'm doing this practice, I think about the word peace, and I'm trying to bring that intention into my body, into my mind. So find your intention. And then slowly with the inhalation, smooth that intention, zip it up front of your body, and then by the chin level, you flip it. With the exhalation, you release it, because usually what we wish for ourselves, we wish for others. So let's bring that intention 2 more times. Inhaling, and then releasing it all out. 1 more time. Moving, zipping it up, and then exhale and go. And then last part is maybe a little funny, but let's see. So we put our middle finger in our belly button and another middle finger in between our eyebrows. We push it in like a little button, and then we hook it up. So this is a hook up where we are hooking up central and governing meridians to feel whole again. Inhaling through the nose and then exhaling through the mouth 2 more times like that. Everything in life comes in threes, right? Go good things. Then release. And again, check in. How are you feeling? Do you feel calmer or do you feel more energized? So our bodies are so smart that they will give us what actually we need, not what we want. So sometimes we don't listen to our bodies and we don't know that maybe we should just calm down and lay down and relax. And we push. So one thing about the planets, what's happening right now, the new moon is coming Friday. So I'm giving you fair warning, guys. The energies may be like all around the place, but the message is to slow down. Let's slow down. Let's relax. Maybe find a moment to go outside, take your shoes off, walk on the grass, ground yourself, and this way allow your body to recharge and really listen to your body. So one more thing I wanted to show you guys while we are here. I brought one of my balls, and maybe if the microphone picks it up nicely, I can play the ball for you for a few more minutes. I think we have, yeah? The doctors agree? Okay, they agree. So if you're sitting or laying down or any position, just allow yourself to be and connect with your natural breath. You can close your eyes or soften your gaze and allow yourself just to be in the moment, being curious about your breath, following the path of your breath, preferably through the nose, inhaling through the nose, and then exhaling through the nose. And follow the path of your breath. Where do you feel your breath? Through your nose, opening your throat, going to your chest, feeling the collarbones lifted. Maybe another breath, you can feel a little lower in your belly, opening your ribs. Do you feel your breath in the back body? And how low can you bring that breath? Can you bring your breath all the way down to your pelvis? Soft belly, soft lower back. And allow your legs and feet to be heavy. Allow that gravity to pull you down, make you feel safe in this place, here and now. And maybe scan your body a few more times, really listening to your body. Are there any tight places in your body? Send your breath, your attention there. Are there places that are super relaxed? Send your awareness there. And are there neutral places that feels okay? Acknowledge them. And maybe this is just the beginning of this beautiful journey for you of listening to your own body. Not forcing your body to do stuff for you, but opening your mind with kindness, with curiosity, with gentleness and gratitude. We have only this one precious life at this moment, only this one body. So let's treat it right. Thank you so much for having me today. Hope to see you live or on Zoom in my classes. Please join us.
That's great. Thank you.
Thanks, Mags.
Have a good night.
Good night.
See you soon.